Hi, I'm Emily and welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been literally forever since I sat down here to make a video. So I'm sorry, but it's been a crazy month and a half, 2 months. I promise I'm gonna try to get back in the swing of making regular videos. But for now, I have a summer craft that's really easy and you could also use it on the beach or by the pool. And I can't wait to use it even though I literally only go to the beach once a year. I wish I was a beach person, but I burn in about 10 minutes. So unfortunately, I can't stay out there very long, but I want to show you how you can personalize your very own bucket hat for the summer. This is the one that I made. It has some cherries on it. I wanted it to be really simple and small, so this is how mine turned out, but I'm gonna link the hats in the description below. I bought them from Amazon. They have a bunch of different colors, almost too many colors to choose from. This one is just white. And it's so cute, look. Now you can be stylish and adorable and trend-setting while also keeping your face and your head protected. I feel like you can't see my eyes. So if you're interested in seeing how you can make your very own hat like this using just your Cricut and any kind of heat press, then keep watching and I'm gonna get right into it. Alrighty, so I got my hat here and the first thing that I want to do is measure the area where I'm going to be placing my design. So I'm just using my tape measure and making sure that I'm going to be about 2 inches, maybe a little bit less on either side. Now I'm going into Design Space, clicking on images and just searching for cherries. And for this, since I'm ironing it on, I want it to be as simplified as possible. So I'm avoiding any of the cherries that have holes, the little shiny parts on them, or holes in the stems. I really like this one, but I want to make the cherries the same color, and I also want the stem to be cut off. I don't want the stem to be so long on the cherries. So I'm clicking on the image, and over on the right, under layers, I'm going to click on the drop down and select both cherries and unite them together. And then I'm duplicating the united cherries. And then I'm selecting the stem and the first set of cherries and slicing them. So that way the stem becomes shorter and then I could just get rid of the old cherries that now have a hole in them. That's why I duplicated it before I sliced it. And I'm ungrouping them now and rearranging them so I could see what it will look like. And I'm happy with that. So I'm selecting both and grouping them back together. And I'm resizing it down. It's going to be about 1.6 inches tall. And it's a really simple design. I'm all ready to make it now. So I'm going to go up top to make, and I'm going to rearrange my mat. So of course, because I'm using an iron-on vinyl, I'm making sure that the mirror is turned on for both of my mats. And then for material, I usually will use everyday iron-on with default pressure. And since a few updates ago in Design Space, it automatically will turn your mirror on if you select everyday iron-on as your material, which is actually pretty nice. It is still nice that you get this little reminder to make sure that it's on so that way you don't ruin your project. I already had a piece of red cut out, so I'm going to get rid of that. These slap bracelets to hold my vinyl together have been such a lifesaver for me. Not only to hold my vinyl, but I also labeled every single one with the brand and the color. I'm just cutting out a portion of vinyl that is going to be big enough for my design. It's actually probably going to be a little bit too big, but it's fine. So I'm placing both pieces of vinyl shiny side down on my mat in the same area that they are in Design Space. And the red had a little bit of a wrinkle, so I'm going to try to get that out as best as I can, but the design is small, so it's not a huge deal for me. Alright, and now it's time to let my Cricut do its thing and cut each one out. And once it's done cutting each design, I'm going to unload my mat and then flip my mat upside down and remove the vinyl from my mat that way to prevent any bending. And like I said before, I used a little bit too much vinyl, so I'm just cutting off the excess and then weeding my design. I'm breaking out my mini heat press for this. You could really use any heat press, but I think the mini would probably be the best because you're working with a very small design, so you could be more precise with it. So I'm going to click the temperature button 3 times and wait for it to heat up. And of course, I always try to protect my surface with the CRICUT heat protecting mat. So now that the heat press is green, that means that it's ready to go. And first, I'm just going to try to get as many wrinkles out of this hat as I can. I'm going to do both sides. The inside of the hat has the tag in the back, so I'm going to just flip it around and make sure that I'm placing my design in the center of the hat. So I'm going to flatten that area where I'm placing my design as much as I can, and then go in one more time with my mini heat press to make sure that there's no wrinkles or anything when I'm placing my design. I'm not applying any heat yet. I'm just moving my design around to see where I want to place it. Okay, so now that I'm ready to go, I do usually like to use parchment paper as a barrier to protect my design. So I tried it out with the stem and it didn't really work that well. I just felt like I couldn't really dig into the vinyl to get it to adhere to the hat properly. So I wound up taking the parchment paper off. I'm letting it sit for a few minutes until it's cooled completely and then peeling off the transfer tape. And then I'm just applying the cherries, lining them up with the stem. And I didn't use parchment paper for this because it just didn't work the last time. So I'm just going directly in there with my mini heat press. And since a portion of the stem doesn't have any transfer tape on it, I'm really making sure that I'm angling my heat press enough so that way I don't burn the vinyl. And it's all done. There's so many designs that you could do with this. It would be so adorable. You could do like seashells or starfish for the beach, cute little quote or your name or whatever. I had to take that hat off. I feel like you couldn't see my eyes and I felt really creepy. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you wind up making a hat of your own using your CRICUT, please let me know. I would love to see pictures. And if you want to follow me on my other socials, everything is linked in the description below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!